Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, I can say Donald Trump is an idiot, and I can also say that Boris Johnson is a fool. I can say these things confident in the knowledge that saying these things will not affect my liberty, and I can say them and go about my day as I please. Now, of course, if you're from Imo State, you don't get to have those privileges. If you are from Imo State, the one thing and one thing only that you are expected and is demanded of you is that as soon as you wake up in the morning, you say that Hope Uzodinma is the best man on the planet and the most intelligent governor in the history of Nigeria. Now, if you do not say this, your liberty is at risk. Guys, I bring you this. I arrested Ambrose Nwaogwugwu because he called me Supreme Court governor. And this is Hope Uzodinma, of course, making this a public boast. So that's the headline. I arrested Ambrose Nwaogwugwu because he called me Supreme Court governor, and this is a headline attributed to Hope Uzodinma. So now let's now see why he's feeling the need to brag about this. Actually, this particular piece is coming from a concerned Imolite, because that is what, of course, people from Imo State call themselves, Imolite. So this is from a concerned Imolite, and this is what he wrote. After reading series of online posts as regards the arrest of Imo PDP spokesman Mr. Ambrose Nwaogwugwu, and apologies if I'm not pronouncing that name right, Mr. Ambrose Nwaogwugwu by the DSS on the orders of Governor Hope Uzodinma, I never believed it until I placed some calls across to the right sources and was reliably informed that it was true that Governor Hope Uzodinma arrested the young man for calling him Supreme Court governor. Some time ago, I made a post on my page here that Governor Hope Uzodinma has threatened to arrest anyone who addresses him as the Supreme Court governor. Many called me all series of names. Some said it's fake news. I have been vindicated, and my source of information you cannot fault. Governor Hope Uzodinma indirectly is trying to silence the opposition party in Imo State. Does calling someone a pseudonymous name amounts to arresting the Nigerian Constitution? Governor Hope Uzodinma is indirectly showing in the Imo and in the Igbo at large the type of tyrannical leadership he has come to offer. Governor Hope Uzodinma, please kindly free that young man and face your work. Detaining him there will even bring more hatred to you. Remember, people are not happy with you right from time. Don't make it worse now. So this is a concerned Imolite, and this of course are these guys' words and his own publication. So we're going with that, and we have to say that first. But then of course what this guy is describing is not too unimaginable when you come to Hope Uzodinma, because of course Hope Uzodinma is particularly pained by the fact that people are dismissing him and disregarding him as a Supreme Court governor. But then of course they have to dismiss him and disregard him as a Supreme Court governor, because that is exactly what he is. He was appointed into the Imo governorship slot by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. He was not voted in by the people of Imo State. The people of Imo State outrightly rejected him to the point that he came fourth in the election. So if they sack the person that won and then put the person that came number 4 in his place, then the people of Imo State are within right to consider this guy a Supreme Court governor, because he's nothing to do with them. It's not their will and it's not their want, but he is the will and the want of the Supreme Court who appointed him into that position. So Hope Uzodinma, the Supreme Court governor, does not want to go by his proper official title, and if you call him Hope Uzodinma Supreme Court governor, then of course you know what will happen to you. It will happen as it happened to this Ambrose fella. I'm not going to attempt his last name again. It will happen to you as it has happened to Ambrose. So what says you, Supreme Court governor or not Supreme Court governor? That is the narrative now of the Imo State storyline. Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what title you think best befits Hope Uzodinma, the number 4 in the election, but the winner according to the Supreme Court. Come tell me what name you think best befits him in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.